Well, hello, my friends. It's Jay, and this is Jay's Knit and Purl Jam. I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad you stopped by. I'm telling you, I have had a wonderful week, but I'm telling you, just like you, it has been hot. Hot, hot, hot. But in the mornings, there's a little coolness in the air. So, thank goodness, fall is on its way. Well, I thought, let me just tell you back up a little bit. Last week or a week or so ago, my friend IJ, of course she's much younger and she works, but she was off a day, a couple of days, and she called me and asked me, she said, Miss J, would you want to come and let's knit at the mall? Would you like to meet me at the mall? And we knit one day. And I said, well, sure. So I met at the mall, and we did some knitting, and we did some chatting, and we had fun. We ate a little lunch, and we didn't stay too long, but we had a great time. And she said this to me, and it was so funny because several of you on, that watch me on the YouTube have, sent me a message saying pretty much the same thing. And the message was, Miss J, I love what you do, but we want to see more of you. So, here I am. More of me, I'm telling you. So, which brings me to this, what I'm going to talk about or share with you today. So, first thing, a couple of months back, I was at my Joann's, doing my regular thing, just shopping, looking, not really. Sometimes I just go just to get out of the house, if I'm knitting and crocheting so many tutorials. Sometimes I just need to get up and just get out, make myself walk, and stay out of the house a little bit. And because I notice it does play tricks on your eyes too. When you're in the house a long time and you go outside, whoo, everything looks bright. And I want to make sure, I don't start having any problems. But anyway, back to what she said. She said, well, she wanted to see more of me. And I said, well, as I was telling her about it, I say around June sometime, I was, of course, at the Joann's, and one of the ladies that works there, I know everybody in my store because I'm a long-time shopper of the Joann's name brand. I mean, I was shopping when Joann's wasn't Joann's and Crafts, it was just Joann Fabrics. And they moved to that location some years ago. And of course I just went along with them because I really love the store. And she says, oh, you won't believe what policy, what they sent us that we're going to have to start doing. And I said, oh my gosh, what? She says, well, they're not going to take coupons on books any longer. No. Yes. No. Yes. So I said, well, what sense does that make? Like I said, I've been shopping at Joann's for at least over 30 years, people. It's not like I just, rode in off the bus. And many of you have too, and you just think about, how many people have been shopping. And I said, well, I just don't see how, I like to spend my money locally. And so I love going to the store. But of course the coupons do draw me. One time I had the name of Queen of Coupons. But since I don't buy as much now, I'm sure someone else has that title now. So anyway, I was just really, oh man, just when I was getting ready to do some more book reviews, I knew I was going to have to look for some books. And one of the books reviews I wanted to do is on, oh look, Nikki Epstein. A true icon, I'm telling you, of fabrics, of fiber, of knitting and crocheting, of pattern designs. Oh, just a beautiful lady, and I will put her site address down at the bottom in the notes, just so that you can, no sense of me trying to tell you, you can just go and read it for yourself. But this was one of the books I had been looking for. Well, guess what? After all that excitement and being so sad, about the book coupons and everything, she called me today and she says, I'm over at the store and guess what? I says, what? She says, they have canceled that policy. I said, no. She says, yes. I said, oh my gosh, thank you. Because I had even thought about calling the corporate office myself. Look, like they know me. But just letting them know, listen, I have been a faithful shopper, you know, well before probably some of them had even joined the corporation. But anyway, I didn't get a chance to call because I was busy working on the party for Margaret. I hope you saw that meetup in episode 47. We had fun, people. We threw it down. We had a great time. And so go over there and check it out so that you can see all the fun, the friends, and all the happiness we had that day. And of course, see Margaret. So I was so glad. I said, well, you know, she said, well, you don't have to worry now because the coupon policy, no on books is over. And I said, thank goodness. I said, I never got to call the corporate office. So whoever called them, it wasn't me, but whoever it was, kudos to you. Somebody heard you. Somebody heard you. If that's what happened. Of course, they could have just decided maybe they saw that it wasn't going to go over, that people weren't going to buy. I don't know. But that's the name of the game. You know, if you got good customers, be good to them. Keep them. Hey, we spend our money happily. We're not, you know, we don't, nobody's forcing us. We enjoy the store. And I like to spend my money locally because I like to get to know the people in the store. I know them. They know me. They have families. They've got to put groceries on their table. They get sick. So I like to support a local store. But okay, you know there's always a but to my story. But during the time when I just knew there was, you know, they didn't have any books that they didn't have the books that I needed, or I knew I couldn't use a coupon because they told me about the new policy. Well, guess what? Jay found a new friend. Keep calm, just call Amazon. Now, I know you're going to say, Jay, where you been? We've been shopping at Amazon for years. Well, I know, but remember, I like to support local stores and shops. I do my best, you know. It just, only if it's just absolutely necessary, then I might get online and try to order something in. But I do look around my area first, like I said, because they're people. They need to take care of their families, too. But as I found my new friend, Amazon, I got on there, I pulled up the site, and I'm telling you, know, of course, you know, once you go in their site and everything, I mean, I've ordered before, so of course they have all your information. It just pops up, hi, Joyce, we missed you. Oh, we have a bunch of things we think you might like. I'm going, oh my gosh, my Amazon loves me. They send me these great messages. Oh, they send you messages too? Oh, I'm not special? Well, I felt special. So I felt, well, okay, let me see what I can order. Because I wanted to do the stitch book review for the stitch we just used in the Sunrise shawl. Please check it out. Or the Back to Rio shawl. The black one. It is so, I love it. I love it the best. It is really nice. It wears like a warm, cozy sweater with the lace either down here on your arms or the lace at your neck out of that one shawl. So you need to check out, I guess that's $49 if this is $50. You check it out and tell me what you think too. So I was able not only to get this book, like I said, and this is one I really wanted some time, but I just always, of course, hated to pay the full price. You know, nothing against Nikki Epstein, but I said, oh my gosh. And lo and behold, they had it at a good price. So all I can say is thank you thank you to Amazon, and with all the books that I bought and that I'm going to share with you, and all the books that my friends on the YouTube are buying because I'm sharing stitch books with them and how to use them, I'm sure Nikki Epstein will probably thank you too. And of course, Amazon. They thank me too. So, I just wanted to let you know that I was so excited to be able to get the books that I wanted to do a stitch book review on. And then like I said, I wanted to get more of her books just to kind of show you. I don't really do a lot of her patterns. She has her own brand. I mean, her brand is so unique. You know it almost immediately. It's very trendy and very up-tempo and all of that. But I like the stitch books. You know I'm about stitch books. You know, I like to use them. I like to share them. And now that I know that so many of you who didn't even know you could just take a stitch like I did the sunrise shawl and just add a few extra stitches of your own design, and voila, you've got a beautiful shawl. Like I said, I'm not an expert, and I'm not trying to be a big name knitter or trying to be on a magazine. I just like to knit and crochet. And if you're up to it, I'm up to it. I just like to share it. And I just like to have a little fun on the side too. So, with that said, I'm trying to think of anything else, all the little things. Oh, I did buy something at Joann's when I was there. First of all, I'm doing coming up with a couple of little ideas how that I can get on here more, since I don't really go out a lot anymore and do a lot of the shout outs. But I've come up with some new little segments, and I'll be introducing them probably after this video. Just little short segments in between my tutorials. No, I'm not getting ready to go off somewhere. No, I'm going to continue my tutorials, but sometimes just to have a little, since you wanted to see me. Look, people, I didn't get up like this. I didn't wake up like this. It takes effort. It takes time. Hot rolling my hair, doing all the stuff I need to. But for you, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather do it for. As long as you keep coming back and giving me a platform to just share my little simple designs, I'm happy. Jay, I'm not, like I say, I am just happy. Happy to share it with you. So, this is one little thing I bought at Joann's. Another box. Like I say, in the new segments, I decided, well, now that's kind of, Jay, that's kind of crazy. I'm getting ready to tell you, I'm going to downsize. I'm going to start cleaning my house, and I'm going to tape it as I clean one little spot at a time. And look, then I bought something new to put in the spot. Okay. Well, but look, I don't have the stuff in here that I'm going to put in this box. But look over my shoulder. Now, I don't know where the camera's pointing, but I don't know if you can see a box over my shoulder up on the counter, up on the cabinet, the shelf there. There's a box. I bought that box. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? I hope the camera can pick it up. If not, you will see it up close when I actually do it. But I'm starting in a corner, and I'm going to try to work my way around, starting under cabinets, and one at a time. Look, I'm not going to be under any pressure. This is me. It's nothing wrong. I'm not sick. I'm not going... like I don't have no evil foreboding. I just thought, well, why don't I just get rid of some things? I just need to downsize. I recognize I'm never going to go back to a lot of the little projects or a lot of the little crafts. I've had so many. And right now, this is the lane that I know that I found a place. I found a fit for me. You know, when I first came on, a lot of people said, oh gosh, you're never going to do it because those tutorials are too long, people are not going to look. And hey, look, where are they? Because me and you are right here. Look, we're right here having fun. But I do want to try to make them, you know, a little more, maybe cut out so much chit-chat there. I'm trying to learn people, but I can't help it. I can talk. I don't have a problem. Sometimes I get camera shy. But Jay can talk. If not, check Meetup at episode 47. I was talking away. Oh gosh! But I can also be very, very quiet. I can stay in my house surrounded with my yarns and books, and I could not leave for days. I mean, I really don't care. But when it's time to turn up, I can light it up. I can have fun with the best. So, let's see. Everything else, well, I kind of changed my little bouquet around. Let me kind of move over so you can see that. But I just wanted to kind of have a little more separate chit-chat time. And so as I go around the room, and I can tell you about different things maybe. I can just do little short videos like that won't be more than maybe about 20 minutes or so. I just thought that would be interesting since you say you want to see more of me. It's not because I wanted to. You said you wanted to see more of me. You know, you enjoy the tutorials, but you want to know what's going on. And you know, I can just sit and tell you about different things, show you different things, clean the room. You're going to be so surprised with all the stuff I have. I'm going to be embarrassed. But if it makes for a cleaner area, then I can think straight. I can have more time to get ideas. You know, when your room is cluttered, it really does clutter your mind. I'm telling you, you don't believe me, but it really does. And yes, it's going to be hard to let go. I'm thinking about calling this segment whether it should be a keeper or a weeper. I can keep it, or I can just weep and let it go. So, let's see what happens. But I'll let you know that. But now we're getting to this part of this video. More ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching for Nikki Epstein. Because I went on a buying spree with my new friend, Amazon. Keep calm. Just call Amazon. And I'm going to show you all the books I bought. Like I say, ka-ching, ka-ching for Nikki Epstein. And I hope you like the review. So, let's get started. So, alright, I got it all out of my system. Now I'm ready to find happiness again. Looking through all my little new treasures. Okay, so, right off the bat, like I say, as I started looking on Amazon, I just thought, let me just see if I needed to pick up a few more books. You know, if I'm going to do a book review, you know, let me see some other books that maybe I had, you know, I've wanted and just never really took the time to look for or to buy. And this is one. This is Nikki Epstein's. Now, I don't know what order. I didn't even look at the year or nothing to see which came first. But I have always wanted this book because of the cover. It just looks so pretty and very classic and very, you know, it's just her brand. And this is Knitting Over the Edge. And it says unique ribs, cords, appliques, colors, nouveaux. And the second essential collection of over 350 decorative borders by Nikki Epstein. That's who we're talking about. Alright, so when I got the book, of course I was excited. I didn't know what to expect. And of course going right in, I'm just going to kind of just flip on in to kind of see. I'm trying to make sure, remember I'm working out of my new camera. So I've got to kind of, nope, that's supposed to be over here. Alright, got to see where I'm supposed to be here. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I think I'll zoom in just a little bit. Okay. Of course, right off the bat, you recognize, or you see some of, you see her brand, her style. Very unique style. It's, you know, maybe back in the day when I was younger and had, you know, worked out of her books, you know, maybe I would have enjoyed making those. But like I said, I'm mainly for the stitches because I make my own designs. You know, I try to make something simple and at the time of life I'm in now. So, but never hurts to look. So right off the bat, when I open the book, she has a stamp, her stamp name here, and it's an introduction. And I just want to read you a little bit of it. It's just really nice to see what people, you know, why they're writing books, what drives them to or inspires them to write. It says, my inspiration for this book came by way of the great success of readers' enthusiasm for my knitting on the edge book, which we will review a little later, okay? And it says, and then the next line says, the work was intense but gratifying. I am happy to share this completely new comprehensive collection with knitters of all skills. See? That's us. We're new, we're designing our own projects. Okay? It says these patterns may look complex, but do not be intimidated. When you try them, you will be amazed at how easy they are to make and how much they will enhance your knitted pieces. Experiment with them, use them creatively, and enjoy. And I'm telling you, that's what we're trying to do. Share and enjoy this beautiful work. And now, right off the bat, we can take a look at just some of the pictures there. I'm not going to do a whole lot in this book because this is not the book where I took the pattern from. This is just what my friend Amazon sent me. But we can take it. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. Before I got to that part, let me go back a little bit, because I want to go here to this page here. And this page it says, notes on using this book. Notes on using this book. And it says, directional symbols. Now it says, there are several ways to create edging. Knitting from the bottom up, knitting from the top down, or knitting separately, then turning the edging horizontal in order to pick up the stitches along the savage edge, or sewing onto the main piece. Okay, in most of the instructions we have used the symbol shown below to indicate the direction in which the edging was knit. In many cases the edging in this book are reversible. So that's the first thing you need to get the understanding of if you get this book or any of her books. I believe all the Stitch books are the same. Like they use these symbols, and of course they have symbols from knitting, like she said, from bottom up and then top down, and then there's a symbol that where you knit the piece separate, and then you can just pick up stitches. Or there's a symbol for a reversible motif or reversible stitch, and then there's symbols, just like she said, you can knit it separate and then sew it on. So the first thing is to familiarize yourself with these symbols that you will find on notes on using this book. And I had to get into that to understand, in order to find a lace to work with the type of shawls that I like to make. Now, let's see which page I'm on. Right here. Okay, good. All right, so we'll just take a little quick journey through this book. Okay, of course, here's some unique rib stitches. Oh, I can't wait till we get into some of this. And this is just a little sampling of the book. I'm not going to try to do the whole book because I have others. I'm just going to run through and just kind of give you a little glimpse of the book. Of course, on Amazon, when you pull up this page, you can go inside the book on the Amazon site. You know how they'll let you go into it and look at some of the pictures there. But look at that. Just edging, double bobble ribbing, different ribbings we could use like on sweaters or tops at the bottom. Look at that. Vertical bobble stitch rib. Now this is by this little arrow, by this little symbol, it is worked from the bottom up. See, it tells me right there that this will work for a nice border on a sweater because it's worked from the bottom up in my own camera. Let's see. Yes, okay. This new camera is still having a problem trying to figure it out because the viewfinder is way on the other side of the camera, so I have to have a mirror to try to figure out where I am. Okay. All right, but anyway, I'll just keep going and hope that it's all right. Of course, I'll check. Let me look at this one. This is called, oh, look at this one. This one is the Blackberry Rib, and it is worked from the bottom up, a multiple of 9 stitches. And there seems to only be 5 rows, and that would make a beautiful, you know, a rib for the bottom of a top or sweater or a vest. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Now we're just kind of going to glance through. This was a pretty section. Look at this. We've done this one. Caterpillar eyelet rib. We've done that one from another book. I think from the Vogue book. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I even love the colors she's used. The pictures are the samples, the swatches are beautiful. Oh my God, wait, look at this one. Of course, there is the mock cable eyelet. It's just pretty, and her samples are pretty. Her swatches. Okay, so now, those are unique rib stitches. Let me flip through, and let's see what's the next section. Oh my gosh, of course. Here's some, this has some cabling in it too. Look at this. Look at these. Some beautiful cable stitches. Slanted, see, Cassie combo. Gosh. Let's see here. There is bauble diamonds and cables. Isn't that pretty? Look at the stitch. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Oops, hit the camera, sorry. Alright, then there's cords. I haven't really gotten into a lot of this. You know, this is new to me because, like I said, I just found, I've always wanted this book, but I never ordered it, and apparently I never was able to get it at Joann's. I could have bought it at Barnes & Noble, but you know, they don't take any kind of coupons. You're going to pay, look, you're going to pay out of your, out of the wazoo. So, then of course you have your color section, different types of color. Now I am going to do this. I'm not an Intarsia or a Fair Isle person because it just wouldn't be for me. You know, I'm not going to take time to knit something I just am not into. It just wouldn't be something that I would wear or look right on me. But I am going to either do duplicate stitch, where you can do duplicate stitch on a sweater, or I'm actually going to, if some of you may have noticed, I've been watching some of the floss tubers. I am just amazed. I'm just speechless. The work and the time and the, oh my gosh, some of those pictures are so intricate. I'm telling you, you're talking about work. Okay. I enjoy a little needlepoint, but it's very elementary needlepoint, like very simple colors and very simple designs, because I like to paint my own little canvas, and I'll demonstrate that sometimes on down the road. I like to go to the quilt store or buy some beautiful fabric and actually take the design out of the fabric and make my little design to needlepoint. Well, I'm thinking I am going to try this on a needlepoint. Here's a cute little, I don't know, some color work charts, and I'm going to try, hope I'm on camera, I'm going to try to work a few needlepoint fronts, and all I do is use mine for pillows. I'm not, you know, I do it for fun. Judy was very good at cross stitch, and she liked a little needlepoint too, but I would simply make a pillow facing, you know, I'd make a front of a pillow and then, you know, put some pretty ruffles around it or something like that. But anyway, that's just something that I got, that I thought when I saw this book, saw the things in here. And of course it goes on through. Look at that. Now see, that's the kind of needlepoint that I do. The kind you'd laugh at. You'd say, oh yeah, Jay, that's really simple. But it's a lot of fun, and it's very relaxing when you knit a lot or crochet a lot. It's a great way to kind of relieve, give you an alternative, something to do, but not hard, because I don't want to get into that. I just, you know, it's just something I enjoy doing to relax. But Now, like I said, I got this off Amazon. This is a great book. We haven't got to it yet, so, it's, if you see it and you want to get it, fine. But I've got others to show you. But this is one that there are a lot of things that I would love to try, but we've got so many more ahead of us. And the last one I'm going to show you is the one that we're really going to work with. So that's one. Okay, the next one, like I said, a lot of these books I find have, as most designers have, they just kind of take one design and kind of put it over and follow it up in the next book. And that's, a lot of this. Now this one is a little different. This book is Knitting Beyond the Edge. And this has cuffs, collars, necklines, corners, and edges, closures. This one is a nice one too. And make sure I like, right off the bat, the reason I wanted this book is for the closures. Since I do a lot of tops and sweaters, sometimes it's nice to have something different at the front edge of a sweater, or know how to make something, how to make it look a little different. And this book, now it is advanced. I think it's, it might be more than a beginner would want to try, but you always have something to look forward to, grow into, to try. Lots of pretty collars. I don't know what, I just haven't thought that far ahead. But it was such a good price. And let me tell you this one came from Amazon too. But I have a surprise for you. That's the second one. Okay, the next one I want to show you. This one was from Amazon also. And it's Nikki Epstein's The Essential Edging Collection, 500 of her favorite original borders. Now this one is like a combination of the books we've just seen. But it is so pretty. Look, I'm not trying to get you to go out and buy all these books at once like I. Look, this is just, I'm just showing you how, just what's in these books. They are just wonderful. But this one is just wonderful too. Look here, look. I just can't stop looking. Ribs and fringes. All, and like I said, again, you look at this little arrow of the way she will tell you this is one that is worked from the bottom up. So it will be great, of course, on a sweater or, anything we're working bottom up. Look at this one. Candy twist cable. Oh my gosh. Let's do that. Let's make a project. We got to, look, I'm sorry about the glare. Candy twist cable. Oh, look at that. Diamond with chain. Now, let me tell you about this. This is this is a panel. The next project I'm working on showing you how to use panels. Just in a simple way. Like I said, I'm not an expert. But what makes panels so nice, you don't have to come up with all the connecting stitches or the combination. They go ahead and put it together for you. So, this panel would work great. It's knit from the bottom up. So, say in the back of a sweater. It has a panel of 16 stitches. And we can easily put it on reverse stockinette or regular stockinette. But I don't have to try to find all the components. It's already here. She's giving you 3 different components in this panel. And you see how pretty that looks. Let me hold it. See how pretty that looks. So, oh. Look at that. Oh, bauble diamonds and cables. I don't know if we're going to have time to do all this. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, here's some more. Oh, it's just some more. Look at the color. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Treetops. Double bobble rose. Oh, gosh. Then here's a section of ruffles. She uses a lot of ruffles. She's well known for her beautiful assortment of, you know, like that, those neck, the collars and the ruffles. I've never done one, but maybe this will entice me to do one. Look, I bought the book. I guess maybe that would entice me to do it. To try something, to design something using one of these beautiful ruffles. I don't know, I'm not a ruffle kind of girl. Now, like I was saying, this is a combination book, really, though. Because it also has some of the same patterns that the book I'm going to show you, know, the book we just worked out of. Has lace. Now here's one. See, the mirror. I think this was in the other book. I think some of this was in the other book. So this is like a combination book. But look at the lace. Look. Is that beautiful? You got to see this. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, there's, oh, look at that. Points and picots. Points and picots. Look at that. Just, oh, look at this. Angel wing scallop edging. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, there's so much more. And there's some more color work. So as, like I said, this one is like a combination book. So I just had to have it, only because my new friend Amazon gave me a good price on Nikki Epstein's 500 of her favorite and original borders. So Jay had to have it. So, but now what I was going to show you next. Okay. Jay has a secret to show you. And make sure I got it right. Yep, I do. Okay, but Jay has a secret. Now these are some of her actual design books, you know, her pattern books. These are just something, these are just my collection. This is just, you know, since I'm going to have some of her books, I would like to have my collection of her books, just like I like Melissa Liepman or, you know, other designers. But did you know that you can get a lot of these books at Tuesday morning? If you have a Tuesday morning near you, you should always check the book, you know, where they have the yarn and knitting books. Every once in a while, they will get 2 or 3 of some big name designer or some of these hardcover books. And I'm telling you, I'm on all of these. I'm just going to show you what I found at my local Tuesday morning. And you see this one was even on sale because it has a little yellow sticker. They had a big sale going on for the last few weeks. This book I got for $4.99 plus, I think it was 20% off that. $4.99 at my Tuesday morning. Nikki Epstein. And they gave me an extra 20% because it was back on the sale, back in the clearance. Look at this. Knitting Tuscany. Look at that. Is that pretty? And it's brand new. I mean, it's just like if I'd bought it, at Barnes and Noble or off of Amazon. Let's get back a little bit. What do you think of that? Like I said, I just buy them just to look at. Oh, now look at that. That pretty chicken. And like I said, if you're going to have a few of them, but I probably won't be making anything out of them. They're just, I call them looky-loos. Just beautiful books you just want to just have. Okay, then the next one I found at my local Tuesday morning. This one was $5.99. And the name of this one is Nikki Epstein's Knitting Reimagined. Knitting Reimagined. Look at that. This is a nice book, people. This is an expensive. Look at this. Just beautiful. Brand new. From my local Tuesday morning. Oh, Jay, stop hitting the camera. I'm trying to lift up the book. Look at that. Oh. Let's see some of the designs in here. Isn't that pretty? What do you think of that? So if you have a Tuesday morning near you, even before you go to Amazon, be sure to check there. If you want it, not only her books, I mean, they have a lot of other top name designers. $5.99. And one that I couldn't believe that I found one day at my local Tuesday morning. This one was $6.99. And of course, Nikki Epstein Knitting in Circles. I bought this just because it was her name on here, and it's just a collector's item. Just something to collect. But it is so pretty. Oh my gosh. The woman is just fearless, isn't she? She just throws down, doesn't she? She's just fearless. It's just beautiful. Ah, look at here. Look at all this. And of course, this is way out of something I would. But the circle motifs that she has in the book are just stunning. Now, what I would do, since like I said, I don't really knit from her patterns, I make my own designs, I would simply use a lot of this as, let's see, as that little something extra, or if, say for instance, I need it. Remember I told you sometimes when I do wedding gifts, I don't wear myself out making really knitting a lot of things for people. I simply go over there and give them something that's useful, something that's going to be well, that they can really use. So I would go buy a nice bath towel set, with the beautiful hand towels that go with it and other accessories. And then I would sit down and knit something like this as a face cloth. That little something extra. This is what I would use it for. I would knit this and then put it with my gift. And look how it just, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Adds just a little piece of handmade, but with something useful, something that everyone needs bath towels. And of course they should be white. Look, oh my gosh. Can you see that? With some beautiful white towels in this beautiful color. And this on top. And you may have to do a couple just to set it off. And then she could always use them as little places to set her soap dishes on top of. She can use it in the bathroom or something like that. So you see, otherwise I'm just not into, oh, look. Oh, look. You see why I had to buy this book? Even though it wasn't something that I, right off the bat, would think that I would use. Needlepoint. I don't know how it's going to look, but I'm going to try it anyway. Since I don't do really color work, it's just not something. Needlepoint. Simple. Jay can understand that. A moon and some stars. Well, okay. So that was my Tuesday morning haul. My Amazon haul and my Tuesday morning haul. And let's see, one more. And I don't know how I come across this one. I don't know. Oh, this must have been a Joann's one. Oh, this was some time ago before, they stopped the coupon. Oh, I bought this one day because I thought, I didn't know she had a crochet one. This is called Crocheting on the Edge. The Essential Collection of More Than 200 Decorative Borders by Nikki Epstein. And when you open it right off the bat, look at that. Look at that pretty poncho. Isn't that pretty? And it has floral. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, edging, of course, different. That's what it is. A book of more edging, a lot of baubles. We'll have to do some baubles. We hadn't gotten into our baubles yet. I kind of think of fall or autumn to use my baubles. A lot of pretty floral edging. That's pretty. But, like I say, only time will tell. How much time do we have? And last but not least, this is the book that we have worked out of, and this is the one that started it all. And the reason I saved it for last is because, okay, the story behind this book for me. I have seen this book many times, and I would always want to buy it. But when Judy and I, we knit together all the time, and my other friends too, whenever we knit together, we'd always had a little thing. Nobody would buy the same book because we knit together, so it didn't make sense. Everybody buy the same book, buy something different, and then you can use my book, I can use yours. So I always wanted this book, but Judy bought it, and she said, well, don't buy this book because I've got it. I had it. I bought it. I don't know where she got it. Barnes & Noble, where she got it. It's no Joanne sticker, so she might have ordered it. I don't know. But anyway, so she would bring it to knit when we were knitting at the mall or wherever at our house. And, oh, I just loved this book. And I didn't think no more about it. And, of course, after she died and after her husband, after her girls got everything together and start cleaning out stuff, they called one of our knitting friends to come over and just box up the things that were left, her craft things, books, a lot of her knitting, all the yarn, things we had just bought weeks and months just before all this happened. And so he had her to come over, had our friend Karen to go over and box up everything and just say, well, check and see if any of the other, the rest of us, if her friends would like any of these her craft things. And we all took a few things and just divided it up. And this is one thing that I was so happy to get. This is my friend Judy's book that I always wanted, but she said, no, don't buy it because I bought it. So, and she never got to use it. We never got to use it. She had it a good while. We just never got around to using it. So on the inside, just for me, I wrote a note to her Thank you, Judy. You never know what a friend is until your friend is gone. Love, Jay. Miss you much. And of course I dated it, and it was 2015. And so now I have this beautiful book. Every time I stitch in it or make something out of it, I know my friend would be very excited. Like I said, she never even got to use it. She did have a few little markers in here, like things that maybe she had looked at and maybe thought she might like to make. But it is just jam-packed with all type of ribbings and, oh, let me just show you some of the pictures. Just so pretty. See, remember the other book I said it was a combination? See, a lot of these stitches were in the other book. So if you can't get this one, then you could get the other one. But this is the one that I really like and really want to work out. This is where we just finished the chevron ladder stitch for the sunrise and the Rio shawl. That was the stitch there. Like I said, I don't really work her patterns, but I like to take the stitches and just design my own, because it's something simple that I can kind of work with. And as you can see, look at that. Cogwheel. Oh, that's beautiful. The bead stitch. Cable chevron. But I wanted to show you some of the others back here if you don't have this book. Now, several of my friends, you let me know, Jay, I bought this book. Look what we're going to do. We're going to do the diamond and leaves horizontal. A cast on of 30 stitches. And we can knit it going up the edge of another shawl. The diamond and leaves. We can put it on the edge of another shawl. Look at that. Is that pretty? Then up here, here's another one. Firm and bobble points for another shawl. I'm telling you. Somebody asked me, like, Jay, when are you going to make another shawl? Just kept asking me. Well, it takes time to find the right pattern, and it takes time to get some inspiration. And this book is just chock full of inspiration. I'm telling you. I can't hardly wait. I don't know if I can knit or crochet fast enough. Let's see if I can get this one on camera. That's the lilac leaf lace. Look at that. Lilac leaf lace. There's some other pretty pictures in here too. Let's make sure I'm on this one. Look at that. She has a pattern in here with this one where she did a sweater. I'd, make my own design, but it's the berry cluster with beads. Oh, we haven't put beads in things in a long time, and they were all big beads. We need to do something with some really nice, fine, pretty beads like that. We'll have to do, I'll show you how I do that. Oh, what are we going to do? Oh, look at that. Floral lace and cables. Oh my word. Well, I have enjoyed this book. I did mine. Like I said, I didn't have to buy this one, but all the others that I just bought from my friend Amazon and from my neighborhood Tuesday morning. I think I've just worn myself out just imagining in my head all the things that I want to create. Whew. Well, there's nothing to do now but to keep knitting, keep crocheting, keep trying. If you're going to be a collector, now, we're going to use these books, so, but if you really think, then this is, of all her books, this is the one, if you can get a hold of it. If not, then, like I said, the first one or the one where you have the collection of borders. Readily available. Like I say, I love them. I'm sure Nikki Epstein will thank you. And our new friend Amazon, I know they'll thank you. So, without further ado, I'm going over here to continue to work on my next tutorial. I thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope it wasn't too crazy. Like I said, this camera thing is just kind of wearing on me. I may have to go back and buy a camera like my old one. This is a real nice one, but you know, it just, I don't know if I can seem like I can work it as well. But I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to keep going. And I'm just happy that you joined me. And I hope you like these books as much as I do. So until we meet again, this is Jay and all her books. All her books and all the ideas. Oh my gosh. I gotta knit faster. I gotta crochet faster. Until we meet again. See ya.